When I was on a spaceship, which is at rest, I throw a block of mass, m, to the outside. But as soon as I recognize that my spaceship is going in the opposite direction in which I throw the mass, what is going on here? No! The very next day, I went to Newton's house and asked Newton, what is this? I lost my spaceship. What is happening there? Newton says that for every action, there is an opposite reaction which is equal. What is its meaning? It means that if you give a force to a mass m, it will give you the opposite direction of force which is same as the force you are given. But how and why? When I asked this to some of my fellows, one of the fanboy of Einstein told me that the matter bends the space. That's why gravity is there. Similarly, if you are accelerating on a spaceship to the upward direction with a 9.8 acceleration, then you feel the same experience as you were on the Earth. So both are similar situations. The man gets the reaction force in the downward direction. And here the gravity is a space-time's curvature. So the feelings of the man on the Earth is same as the feelings of the man on that rocket. So the reaction force is the space-time's curvature. The space is actually pushing it downwards. It's a very good observation, but it is not digestible to me. Because if you look at some other observation, then you get more digestible answers. Suppose there are situations in which there are two masses m1 and m2, where m1 has a velocity v and m2 is at rest. The m1 is going to hit the m2 with a velocity v, and the m2 starts moving, and the m1 is going to rest. So what is happening here? Let's recap the situations. And look at here, what is actually the m1 is made up of? Yeah, it is made up of supporting particles, electrons and protons. And what is the m2 is made up of? It is also made up of electrons and protons. So when m1 comes to hit the m2, there is electronic repulsion between the electrons and protons in the m1 and electrons and protons in the m2. This is similar as in the case when 1 coulomb of charge is repelled by the 5 coulomb of charge. 1 coulomb gets the force from 5 coulomb and the 5 coulomb gets the force from 1 coulomb. But both the forces are exactly the same. Similar situation is happening here also. If we hit, the force exerted by the m1 on m2 is same as the force exerted by the m2 on m1. Here's the thing. Boom! This is the thing we are searching for. That's why the reaction force is not the gravitational. It is the electrostatic. It is purely the electrostatics. It is not gravity. Then why should the Einstein felt like it is gravitational? That is, acceleration and gravity are the same thing. This is so because that the gravitational and electrostatic field are exactly the similar, in which both of them are 1 by r square dependence. How would a mass of m feel when it is in a gravitational field is exactly the similar way, the same way in which a 1 coulomb of charge feel when it is in an electrostatic field. That's why we may say that both the situations are same.